In 27 minutes, bro, I am going to give you 27 lessons. And should I tell ya? Yeah, I'll tell ya. I'm 27 years old. You should listen to me because I'm a young man that gets it. I ain't no billionaire. I ain't no celebrity. I'm a young man though that's been through hell and back. Bro, I've been broken, beaten, bashed by life and in real life as well. You see, growing up, I lived in the ghetto for 21 years in a government council estate. That was the nickname of the place though, the ghetto. Never had a father growing up because he left. And he was a bad man as it was. And before he left, well, he left a mark. Life was always tough. At the age of 15, I became a drug addict. My brothers fell hard into that life. And we were so poor that we didn't have dinner some nights. And it was going through everything that I went through. And I'm still standing, 27 years old. I've built myself up and I'm still growing and developing. But I've learned a lot of the lessons that I want to pass on to you to help you become the man and have the mindset that I know that you've always been striving for, yet just life has got in the way. You see, the first thing is I want you to understand that in life, you need to play the long game. Now, what I mean by this is you need to be thinking moves ahead. And you also need to realize that what you're doing in life could take 1 year, could take 10 years, or it could take anywhere in between. But most of us, we are right now thinking about what we're going to eat for lunch. Or we're not really planning strategically in our lives that what we're doing, we're working on a business or we're building our body or we're trying to get good with women or really anything, it takes time. It's not going to happen tomorrow. But most of us, what we do is, I didn't make $1 million yesterday. So you give up. And that's no way to be. You have to be willing to understand that if you want to build your body, make some money, do these things in your life, it's going to take time. And most of us, we shoot ourselves in the foot and we ruin ourselves because, well, we want it yesterday. We want it all. Or if it didn't happen in 5 minutes, then we should give up. And that's no way to go about it. The second thing is growth. You need to pursue this vigorously. Meaning that in life, we have two choices. To take the choice of comfort or the choice of growth. But the thing is with growth is the only way that you can spark growth to happen in your life is by choosing the hard things. And most of us know we are choosing the easy option. To eat that food, to stay home, to sleep in, to not do this, to not approach the pretty girl. We're choosing the easy road. But there's no growth in that. The only way that you can ever build your body is by showing up to the gym every single day, tearing your muscles through pain, through hard work, but then ultimately growing back stronger. Well, that's you when you approach that girl. That's you when you start your business. That's you when you do this, you do that, you do that. You need to be seeking growth, and the growth comes from pretty much the things that you don't want to do. It's the hard shit. But that's how you build your substance and your character as a man. 3 is you have to own your shit. And most of us don't realize that we are a walking bag of assets. But these are disguised as the things that have broken us. In life, as a man, I was always so insecure about being Indian that I grew up in the ghetto. Now it's my biggest asset because I know who I am, where I'm going, what I've done. I'm like, I don't see any other guy that's come from the ghetto and was Indian and had all these insecurities and all these problems and, I used to be a drug addict. All these things. I am who I am because now I overcame those things. I built myself up. It's the same thing for you. Own your shit. If you're fat, start going to the gym. If you grew up this certain way, own it, right? Understand this is what it was, but I'm going to use it to my advantage as fuel. Anything and everything in your life, and I really do mean this, that breaks you, has the ability to make you. But you have to understand it from a point of view that the only way that you can allow it to make you is if you look at it head on. The fourth point is that you need to be fast. You need to be urgent. Every single day you need to look at everything that you've got to do and attack it with speed, with urgency, with grit behind what you're doing every single day. Because we're being pushed and told slow and steady wins the race. Look, point 1 was play the long game, sure, but play the long game in life with speed, with urgency, because that's how you build momentum. That's how that snowball effects happen. The snowball at the top of the hill is small, goes down the hill and becomes this huge avalanche. Well, you need to have that same approach to your job, to your business, to your body, to your personal skills. You need to have it. I'm going to achieve this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be this way with speed. The fifth thing is rules should be broken. But listen to me. I said rules, not laws. But in life, you're going to have to rub some palms the wrong way. You're going to have to break some rules. Because most of us, we are force-fed a way to live from school, from society, what we see on social media, from our parents. But there are things that you're going to have to do in your life that goes against your parents' teaching, schools' teaching, society's teachings, if you want to be a better man. And you have to accept, okay, well, people might say, oh, you shouldn't act this way or be this way or do this thing. I know it's the right thing. So break the rules that must be broken. If your parents say you can't do this with your life, or you can't start a business, or you can't take your protein powder, or whatever comes, or whatever's stopping you, break them. If you know it's the right thing to do it. Because that way you can get a step up and level up in your life, not being hindered by some shit that it should be broken anyway. The sixth thing is that you need to learn from failure, but also rejection, mistakes, adversity in your life. Rejection, failure, all of these things build you. They teach you the best lessons. Now, of course, winning and achievement teaches you lessons as well. But some of the most crucial, knowledgeable lessons of life, of business, of just you as a whole come from being in a place of where, well, you fucked up. The girl, she rejected you. You started something, but it failed. What can you draw from that? And how can you draw from it to level yourself up in a way that allows you to use it in the next thing in your life? You messed up speaking to that girl because you were stuttering. Next time you approach a girl, don't stutter, or try your best not to. You fucked up in business, or you started a business, but what can you learn for the next business? The seventh thing is you need to stay calm. And this is a big thing. I'll write that better. Calm, if you can read that. Because most of us, we break crack under pressure. But it's the most emotional, stable men who stay cool, calm, collected when the world starts becoming crazy. Well, they're the men that can think strategically, solve problems, and do what's necessary. Most of us, we break, crumble, and we go on our phones, or we sit there and cry. As a man, you're crying and you're telling your feelings. Stay calm, stay cool, and realize that if you can control your emotions by just thinking, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath. What's going on? What's the next best thing that I can do? That will allow you to look at the drawing board of your life, or things going wrong or happening, and give you a roadmap out. But if you're all emotional, if you start getting angry or upset, it doesn't help. Number 8 is that you need to let your results speak. And this is a big thing for me, because I used to be a drug addict. For 5 years, I abused drugs, and I told all my degenerate drug addict friends, I'm not using these drugs anymore. I'm not doing these. This is bad for me. And they're like, oh, you're not going to be able to do it. You're Christopher. Yeah, you do more drugs than any of us. Well, I let my results speak for themselves. It's the same thing for you. You're going on a weight loss journey, trying to go make some money, going to go try to get good with women, or whatever you want to do in your life, bro. Let your results speak first. Okay? Let them hate, let them talk shit, let them do whatever they're going to say or act, or, however they're going to be. But let your results speak. And how do you drive results in your life? You take action. That's the only thing in life behind so many things, is action. What you're doing. So let your results speak. Number 9 is you have to leverage everything. And this comes to people, this comes to your upbringing, this comes to everything. Right, but let's say we're talking about relationships or friendships. Leverage them. What can you learn from someone? How can you help someone, right, in their life, and in turn they help you? One of my best mates, right, he's a very good boxer, but his mindset wasn't always the best. I couldn't box when I first met him. Bro, you teach me how to box, I'm going to teach you how to build your mind. Boom. We connected like that, and he's one of my best friends. And he'll be one of my best friends for life. Leverage the things that you have gone through, or the people around you, and see what you can get and how you can add value to them. And you'll see that not only will your network grow, you become stronger, you as a man get to excel past so many people that are, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to try and leverage this. I'm not going to use this. I'm too scared. Leverage everything, anything that you can to push yourself up. Now, number 10 is you need to let go of grudges. Because what most of us are doing, we're pissed off. And right, we have every reason why to be pissed off at times. And being pissed off is actually a good sense of fuel. But don't hold grudges. Being a petty, sad, miserable, grudge-holding little bitch will never get you anywhere. Because it ruins your mood, it ruins your flow, ruins your focus. So I'm going to tell you something. Let it go. She hurt your feelings? Boo-hoo. This person did that? So what? Get with the program and continue to keep going in your life, bro. Because I was someone that held all these grudges. And you know what it got me? Nowhere. It made me a bitter, resentful, angry, sad, pissed off guy. Now the sad and anger stuff is good, but at the end, like, it wasn't the right anger and sadness of being pissed off. So, number 11 is that you have to take complete responsibility. And this is something I never did. But I would tell you, in your life as a man, everything is yours. Your body, your bank balance, everything. You need to realize that you can no longer play the victim. If this happened to you, okay, it wasn't your parents' fault, it wasn't your friend's fault, it was yours. No one else's. Because when you play the victim, when you say, oh no, it's because of this, it's because of this, it's because of this, it's because of this, it doesn't give you control. But okay, fuck, alright, I did grow up that way, but I'm going to take responsibility for that. I don't have any money, but I'm going to control this. This happened to me, but that's alright, it's fine, that was my fault, boom. When you take responsibility and complete responsibility, it gives you power and control over your life to then fix the problems of what's going on in your life. Number 12 is you need to create order in your life. And this will be also known as structure or a routine, especially when life becomes chaotic. Because when I was at school, when I was at university, I was in a relationship at the time, I was building my body, trying to start a business, I was doing all these things. I never had any structure, never had any routine. I had nothing kind of going for me and the world was crumbling. Lucky I had a bit of emotional stability, but you need to realize that nothing in this world can take you off your guard or knock you out or hit you when your structure and routine in your life is rock solid. You're up at this time, you're in bed at this time, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this at this time. You know what's going on and you stick to it. Because it's when there's no objective of the day. It's when there's no structure. Well, you're just a feather going, I wake up, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, and nothing really gets done, or you get bullied for your time or your energy because you were just, well, unorganized. Now, you have no idea what that says, but you must always be learning. Because I would tell you that after high school finished, I stopped learning I wasn't even learning in high school because I was abusing drugs. But you have to be so focused on learning. Whatever it is, whatever you like doing. You like baking cakes? Okay, learn all about it. You like self-improvement? Learn how to do everything. But in life, you have to be continuously learning. Because knowledge is power. Knowledge equals money. Knowledge will get you respect. If you know shit and you become brilliant in things and you're just like, okay, you're the go-to guy. Or, Christopher knows this, Christopher knows this. Well, not only does that build your confidence and all of that, but it makes you feel as though like, okay, wow, I know shit, so I can do shit. Number 14. And this one was big for me. And that is that you have to cut it out. And this is people, this is vices, anything. But in your life, you've got shit that's distracting you. Cut it out, right? You gotta limit your phone time. Okay, do it. Throw the video game console away. Stop smoking weed. Stop jacking off. You have to realize that these things do not serve you. Oh, I need to play games. It's how I unwind. I need to jerk off. I got no girls. Cut it out. And use the extra time that you got from wasting time or jerking off to fuel your mind, to build your body, to make some coin. You need to do this. How do you do it? It's easy. Okay, what's one thing distracting you today? Boom. Okay, I'm not going to allow that to distract me. And stack that up. I'm going to limit my phone screen time. I'm going to throw that PlayStation out. Just cut it out. And it's easy to do when you just say, okay, done. I'm not going to let this bully me. I'm going to bounce back. This thing, the console, the game, none of that. 15. is opportunities are everywhere, especially for us men, right? Now, I'm going to lay it out for this way. I'm going to say back to failure. There is opportunity in your failure for everything to become a win-win. And what does this mean? There's no losses as a man. That girl you approached and she didn't like you, okay, well you still won because you done it. Now you got lessons to extract from that. Boom, you won. There's opportunity in all of your setbacks. You started that business, but it didn't work out. Okay, fine. You done this, didn't work out. What can I draw from it? What can I learn? And how can I use this to my advantage? But there's opportunity everywhere. There's opportunities in your friendships. There's opportunities from people that you've met along the way. There's opportunities everywhere. 16 is you have to, and this goes back to pretty much point 1, you always have to be 10 steps ahead. Or you need to have a plan. And this is for anything. Business, your life as a whole, building your body, all of it comes from building up a plan and being 10 steps ahead. Okay, I'm going to sign up to the gym, then I'm going to get my diet on point, then I'm going to go to the gym with my friend because he's got a better body than me, then I'm going to do all this YouTube. So 10 steps, 10 steps, 10 steps. Business, okay, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, make this product, I'm going to do this. 10 steps. Have a plan set so that you know, okay, you've achieved this, what's next? And that'll change the game. Because most of us, right, we don't realize that the way out of life or the way out of shitness, okay, know what it is that you want, come up with a plan to get it. 17 is you have to outlast. And this is going to come back down to your competition. This is going to come back down to yourself as well. Because there are versions of us that exist. There really is. There's a bitch and there's a winner. And the truth is we need to outlast that bitch version by doing a little bit more every day. But then you can draw from that. And you can say, well, look, there's a guy my age, kind of looks like me, who's making more money than I am and he's got a better body than me, he's got a nicer girlfriend, she's sexy, I got no girlfriend. I'm going to beat him. I'm going to outlast him. He will never ever beat me because I'm going to beat him. And when you can have this mindset that you're just not going to stop, it's do this or die trying. You got it, you won. Now it's time for you to go get it. 18 is that you have to build, I love this, power. Because as men, well, in this generation, most of us will sell ourselves out for fame or to get a bit of recognition. But it's bullshit. Look at everyone on TikTok making a fool of themselves. Look at everyone, doing dumb stuff, denigrating themselves for a little bit of fame or a little bit of like coolness. No, as a man, you need to build power. You need to build influence. You need to build status. You need to build yourself into a leader. And you will see that you will thrive as a man when you speak and people listen. When you say things and people do them. You have to go and do that. It doesn't have to be online, even though I would recommend it. It could really be anything that you want to do. It could be in your workplace, could be in your school, could be in your gym even. Just build that. Build that powerful aura around you. That influence, that leadership. Because it'll change the game for you. 19 is you have to use your strengths. And this is savage. Because I'm going to say this. You're a good looking bloke. Even if you're a good looking girl. Use your strengths. In this world, use what you got. If you're tall, you're tall. If you're smart, you're smart. If you're good looking, you're good looking. If you're this, you're that, whatever. Play your strength. If you were born into a wealthy family, use it. Use what you got to get even more ahead. I really mean that. Most people will not say it, but I will say milk whatever you can and use it. And never ever let anyone else say, oh no, you can't do that. Milk it. Whatever it is. Like you can do anything with yourself and take whatever you've got to your advantage and use it. Some people will have less than you, some people will have more to use, but use whatever strength that you got. Number 20. We're getting there so far, aren't we, bro? Wow. Your vision and your purpose. This dictates your life. Now, you need to have a clear purpose, a clear vision, clear goals. And you need to allow those to tell you where you're going. Most of us, we be bullied by our phones. We're told this, we allow things to distract us. Well, when you have a clear vision, you need to understand that this dictates your every move. Sorry, bro, I can't come out drinking, I got a vision. Sorry, bro, I can't play this game, I got shit to do, my purpose is calling. This is a huge thing. And when you can have a higher purpose, some goals, some aspirations, nothing can stop you because, well, you're locked in. And when you can lock yourself in, and I really do mean this, to, okay, this is what I want for my life, no one's going to stop me, nothing is going to stop me, you'll get there eventually. With the first point, you got to play the long game. Now, act. And act first, right? Most of us, we want someone else to push us. We want someone to do the first thing for us. But as a man, you just need to take action. You want to start building your body, you want to start that business, you want to do this, you want to do this, you want to do this. Don't wait for the perfect moment and just act. Do it now. Do it this very second. Because if you wait, you're going to be waiting for the right time, the right day, the right moment, la-di-da-di-da. Men act. Act. Just do what you know that you need to do. Now, this is huge, but you have to be up to date. Because as a man, and really just as a person, I wrote update, up to date. But you have to be. You can't think that the old version of this way to make money or this way to do this or this way to do this will work. Most things are now, because of our generation, like they're in for a moment, they work and then something else comes in better. Now, of course, there are limits to this, of course, but you always have to be up to date on what it is, what's going on, what's happening, how can I do this better? Stay on track for always being on point with what is going on. And you can't afford to be left behind. You can't afford to have all your competition know what's going on, or the best way to do this, or how to make some more money, or do this instead. You have to be up to date. So whether that's you're in these groups, your friends know, you're just always researching, always be up to date with the latest things, what's going on, the best way to do something, because otherwise, well, everyone else will know and you won't. Now, this is good, is you have to control your narrative. Now, what I mean by this is that your life, your rules. Your life is yours. And eventually you'll get to a point where you need to realize that nothing, when you have strong rules, when you have strong parameters for your life, nothing will ever allow you to slip or stop. You need to control your narrative. So you're yourself. I've got this rule that I won't do this, I will do this, I will be this way, but I won't do that. Control the narrative of what you're going to do, because at the end of the day, you're all you got. Your friends aren't going to be there for you in the moments that I promise you need them. When you're dead on, it's always going to be you. So control your narrative, control what it is that you do every single day. 24. I love this, and I'm glad that I put this. Now, it is complaining is for pussies. And we're going back to this. You just need to act. You need to evaluate. But you need to stop making the excuses, stop complaining, stop putting that negative energy out there, stop being a wimp, and just act again. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can adjust, you can pivot, you can reevaluate what it is, but you need to stop it when it comes to this bullshit of, I'm going to talk about it and it'll get better, I'm going to do this and I'm going to make a Facebook post and I'm going to do that. You have to stop making excuses for your inadequacies, your failures, your setbacks. Stop justifying things. Stop trying to make it like better than it is, and just act. Because men that complain, they disgust other men They never get what they want anyway, so complaining is just let the women talk, let the women complain, let the women bitch, you act. Now, 25 is that you have to learn from everything. And this is a big thing, because there's lessons in everything, as I've just mentioned. But you have to be willing to adjust your life to take on board everything. You have to be like a supercomputer, okay? Woo. What can I learn from this? What can I learn from that? What can I learn from this person? What can I do? Like every little thing, right? Everything that I have learned has come from every area of my life. There's not just one area that you can learn things from. You can learn things from every single area. Everything, anyone, and use it to your advantage. 26 is that you have to stop seeking approval. And with this comes from a lot of people. You need to stop seeking approval from people on the internet, people from your school or university. You need to even stop seeking approval from your family. And you just need to do what is right for you. Okay, it might rub some people the wrong way. It might make people talk about you. Stop looking for the approval and look for the approval of yourself. Am I fucking happy? Am I doing what I want to do? Am I, making sure that I'm fulfilling my desires? Because if you listen to everyone else, I promise you're going to go through this world, bro, and you are going to always be doing what someone else wants you to do because, I didn't want to upset them. Psst. Last thing, 27, is that you need to understand that time is money and money is everything. And this is huge because most people will say that money is not important. Oh, you shouldn't make a lot of money. Make as much money as you all can. Be ruthless with your time and make sure as a man you realize that if you're wasting time, you're losing money. These are the 27 lessons that I've learned being 27 years old. You want to do coaching with me, bro? You want to join a group of young men all on self-improvement? Go to the link in the description. I love you.